Welcome to Austin, Texas, and Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium, where the horns are up and this burnt orange crowd is ready to help Texas hook 'em. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Oregon State Beavers, taking on another team from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Beavers will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Longhorns' return team didn't help matters out much with that one. And here's the man they'll try to feed the football to no matter what the coverage looks like, Jesse.
He's their best player on offense, and I like the way this coaching staff moves him around and tries to create good matchups to take advantage of, David.
And that makes it so hard to defend. When a receiver lines up in the same spot every time, I can bring extra coverage. Man, use this guy all over the field as a weapon of mass destruction.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Out of the gun, the give to the back. At the 40, there he goes. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive. This guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack, and their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, do I have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down?
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Good job on defense, getting a hand on it, tipping it up in the air. They weren't able to pick it off, but they do force the incompletion.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Caught near the sticks, it's Marquez. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to the air one more time. A little release to the back. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. From the shotgun, the inside give. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior. And the Longhorns line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Trying to barge in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorn!
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. So Oregon State's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And both of these teams have anchors in the middle that you build your defense around.
And everybody just seems to look to these two guys when there's a big play on the field that needs to happen, right?
They're making all the calls. They're making sure that they're in the right spots, run, pass, getting everybody organized, and they do it at a high level.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Going to try to get it himself. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Hand off from the shotgun. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They're going to ride this running back.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got some room, and the hops. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon State. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's perfect. So a drive there of 85 yards. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
They've got the screen set up. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, and how about this offense? You think of this offense, you think of throwing the football and top 10 passing in all of college football, but the defense knew something, right? Like you could tell they were going to come out and run the football. They brought out the goal line, brought in some big boys, and really was ready for the run on that play.
Now the play fake. Fires to the right. And the pass, it's picked off. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense. You can clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. He just missed the target on that, but got to put it on his body.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Third and long situations are...
Man, you got to be fucking shitting me,
defense
dog.
knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting up.
Nigga wide open. That's the
Pressure,
second
don't
time.
have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Fires into traffic, intercepted.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line.
Really good job hauling that pass in. You know, I know Texas is a place a lot of people think about great DBs, and they've had a lot of really good running backs, too. I think the receiver position is one, though, that they want to build a legacy around. This guy right here, he's really stepping up in this game today, and he's the guy that Longhorn fans, they need to keep their eyes on for years to come.
And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Handoff from the gun. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
A nice job on the defense. First and goal situation, you can expect run a lot of the times. They were physical, got in the backfield, stuffed the run.
Looking to throw on second down. Snags it. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in passing.
They'll run it here on third and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the response by this defense? You gave up some yards, so what? Bowed your neck now on third and goal. 3 stops in a row when it matters most, forcing the offense into a critical fourth down situation.
Between the uprights, it's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. First down here for the offense. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left.
It's 2 of y'all.
He's knocked down in the backfield.
It's 2 of y'all.
He'll lose a couple. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on second down. He'll pull it down. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On fourth down, looking to pass. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. The Beavers get it past the sticks. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. He's going to pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it, matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just...
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Will not get there. A fourth down stop. Offense getting set for first down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Got the quick completion. Oh, there's the ball. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it.
Ooh.
These wide receivers are so fast nowadays. They're such big playmakers. I just want to get it to them and let them make it happen. But a lot of times, we're running to them, too. We're focused on chasing him down and funneling the football in the right direction. Defense swarm did a good job getting their hand on the football, causing the fumble from the wide receiver.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and force a tackle for a loss.
They're working that left side. Finds a crease at the 20. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Caught. At the 35, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Comes out throwing on first down. Setting up the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down. Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for receiver for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to running back, and he's making plays.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
From the gun, the ground game. There to stop him after a pickup of 3. It's down to the 15.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Wants to fire on second down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these third and shorts, and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pass, getting rid of the football, setting up the first and goal.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Beavers!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Texas offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
He's looking for a man on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Longhorns will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. And the returner will be dragged down. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Well, man,
I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. He finds his man. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a first down for his team.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. And now on second down for this offense. Coming after it. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. 3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. If you don't convert on this 4th down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. Got it past the marker. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to throw on second down. Got enough space. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. And the Beavers are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon State.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Bringing it back. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this.
Picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Beavers!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a superb matchup in Austin today. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at DKR.
And the Longhorns will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here, blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Picked up a nice positive gain when they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
All right, well, they've been trying to run the football to get it in here. You're right on the doorstep. I like maybe setting up a jumbo formation, maybe going play action, see if you can sneak a guy out into the flat for the score.
They'll try to pound their way in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down, if you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward if they're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
He's loose at the 15. Nothing but green ahead. He's now up to 104 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
Man, he has been the definition of consistent all year long. You talk about building a team. You get a guy like this that you can hand the football, and he makes play after play after play. That's why he's number 2 in college football in rushing, and that's why he's in the Heisman Trophy picture. A running back in the Heisman Trophy picture. It's kind of been a dying element. This guy's very much in the race.
You get a play like that, and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. He'll set up to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You can tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab, and he's got the 1st. And he's brought down after a nice gain. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. He wants to throw it again. Feeling some heat. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The Beavers with the 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Forced out of the pocket. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He caught it. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself.
Touchdown, Oregon State! And the stomping has commenced. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the 2nd half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. about to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
They were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here, David.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. He'll pull it on the read. Bulls his way forward.
This offense is really going to try to keep the defense on their heels in the run game by doing it with different guys. It'll be running backs, it'll be quarterbacks. They may even try to get receivers involved in the jet sweep game, reverse game as well. But a nice play there.
And the Longhorns pick up the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Throws to the wideout. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. Man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous.
All kinds of running room. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
Defenses have had their hands full slowing this guy down all season long. It's the speed, and it's the open field running ability and vision. That's why he's 2nd in the nation in rushing yards, and that's why he's square in the conversation for the Heisman Trophy.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. You see his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the 1st down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come in. Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. The Beavers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Trying to get in the end zone again. Touchdown, Beavers! And the beatdown has ensued. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense.
Good win.
Last time they'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Shit, if I was in the Big 12, nigga, I'd be damn near conference championship. Shit, this nigga put me here.
A little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. The run from the shotgun. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. To the ground to try to move the chains. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Longhorns will call on their punt team. Slips through the line. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front. Your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. He looks that one in nicely. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Wow.
And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
The quarterback had everything he wanted there. He knew pre-snap exactly
Right.
what he was
That
doing.
nigga was
Of course
wide
he was
open.
gonna be
He
going
just
towards
do
his
that
primary
shit.
target. He just can't hook up for the completion.
On 3rd down, going up top. Complete in the middle. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. They'll throw it on first down. They're setting up the screen. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the 3rd period. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Oregon State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. Motion from the offense. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Oregon State! And the pummeling has started. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. UConn has the lead right now. Husky hysteria has been palpable all week across the state, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 11 over New Mexico. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Trying to get to it. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Man, and that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. And the Longhorns are marching down the field.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion on that out route. Sometimes those quarterbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick six. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for him there.
Pocket starts to collapse. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Safe completion on the screen. They played that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be fourth down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt.
Yeah.
Right
yes,
Boulevard, it's good.
Yeah.
Well, they got three back, but
Yeah.
so the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground.
You said no, you left it there, huh?
State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. That last
Right, I'm gonna
drive,
come down there.
an
Here, come.
absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads.
I'll take the white one.
And he knew
I'll take the white
where to go with the football. Everything looked really
Oh shit, okay, well shit. That Moscow Mule in acquired taste.
Defense better do something different.
He wants to throw here on second down. Showing the arm strength to the left. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. They'll run it out of the shotgun. On the move at the 30. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. Going up top on first down. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
This time he's got it. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Gets rid of it. Finds his target down the middle. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
They want to just keep throwing it. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. This offense has a second down play. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
How about the defense getting home?
Playing this game.
Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the court.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Beavers! And the route is on. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12
It's almost over.
Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
I got 3 minutes left.
And he's going to try to return this
Yeah.
one. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end.
Oh, what you need me to do?
Work out as he stopped at the 13. So
Girl, that ain't hard to do.
And here comes the offense.
That ain't hard to do.
Talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive. David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term.
Oh, it's the drink. Yes. Oh, okay. These bags going to your room, Lisa?
Yeah.
Don't hurt yourself, girl. That's your drink?
Yeah.
Come on, girl. Put you on your ass.
Shit, Nana was the one drunk. What? Shit. I thought I'd bring, I'm scared to drink. Shit. They said still drink. Shit. But I sure could see about this. Getting in the car and got that bitch.
He was like, shit, why I do this to myself?
I know. No, thank you.
Oh, there you go. I'm already winning. That's why I paused it. The brown one? I'm going to take that one first now. They said, damn the straws, man. No, don't worry about it. I don't need no straw. Them dogs ain't dead out there. They in the back. Make sure they ain't dead. Huh? That's all they need. They probably sitting in the shade. Yeah. I'm glad you made it up here, D.R. Word.
Get better gains so we don't have
Oh,
to
this
kick long field
get
goals.
Brown one a little sneak up on your drink.
And they've got the weapons to do that.
This show tastes like lemonade.
Dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kid who is so.
And the sack all the way back at the 5. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Longhorns will punt it away on 4th down. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in.
I would have came.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. This offense is really big in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up These guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35.
They pick up the first down on the drag route, and good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping.
Ball's out. Defense coming up with a
That's why I'm telling you.
recovery.
Hey, well, let that big go.
The ball back for its own. The offense lining up for a first down play. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. From the gun, wants to pass. Good timing on the quick out. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Pressure coming. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. A big time
snagged
catch
on that
along the
nigga.
sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw too.
Little nigga too little.
Explosive plays are great, but you got to finish the deal. 1st and 10 in the red zone. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
Well, trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10.
He's laying down.
Gets it out quickly.
And I know this football game is
Drink.
over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well.
And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad
Yeah, it tastes like lemonade.
This is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed. But
Yeah.
get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the 4th quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. The Beavers have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback checking off. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to
Yeah,
take
if you didn't
like
follow,
that,
you should have fucking stayed up.
Second down coming up. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got it set up on the outside. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. 2nd and 10 here. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Gonna throw it to the right. He's got his man. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. They're down to the 20. 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. Nothing like stomping the guy in the teeth when you got him down. They'll try to tack on 3 more. It's good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.